Hello wizards, how are you doing? Today I want to share with you the quickest way to shift your reality. And the way you do it is by following your resonance. Seriously, that's it. Follow your resonance and you will shift your reality. It's going to happen. How does that work? You see, the way it works is by understanding how mirror reality works. You see, mirror reality is one of the core concepts of wizard consciousness that I share with you time to time. That is what you call the reality is like a mirror, which is constantly reflecting back to you all the experiences that is a reflection of the state of being that you are calibrating in this now moment, right? So whenever you calibrate to a certain state of being, you get back through reality experiences that is a vibrational match to it, because it's a mirror. Life is your mirror, you see, and that is mirror reality. And in my last video I shared with you why you should not force yourself to do anything, because what happens when you force yourself to go in a direction which you are not resonating with, thinking that in doing that you will going to get something out of it, what happens is you create the experience of struggle, create the state of being of struggle actually, which then allows life to reflect back to you more opportunities, more platforms to expand the experience of struggle and strife and suffering and uphill journey, you see. And that is why any state of being you calibrate into will be reflected out of reality. So why follow your resonance, and how that is the quickest way to shift your reality? You see, when I say shift your reality, what I mean is by following your resonance, you are going to come in alignment with your path of least resistance and most harmonious evolution, which is what I call the life purpose timeline. You see, a timeline is like a parallel reality, which is another big topic. Let's not go into that today. But essentially, a timeline is like a parallel reality, which is your most harmonious path. You see, it's like your path, which is a private highway, which is built for you, which is designed for you. You experience the least amount of traffic. You get the best driving experience. That is your life purpose timeline. And when you follow your resonance, what happens is we come in alignment with our life purpose timeline. And that is when we experience the best of our life. We experience the massive spiritual acceleration, and we start experiencing all the desires that are part of our soul's blueprint manifesting into our experience, flowing into our experience effortlessly while we enjoy this now moment. Sounds absolutely magical, doesn't it? That is how it works in wizard consciousness. That is how it works in any consciousness actually, because this is a fundamental truth. Whatever you calibrate within, you are going to get through the get the reflection back at you through life, right? And the easiest way to allow life to give the best experiences, give the best lessons, the most harmonious journey, is to calibrate to a similar state of being. You see? So if you want to experience high vibrational experiences, you want to experience your higher version, you want to experience all the, high vibrational, you know, amazing experiences of life, which is what your desires are. All your desires are higher vibrational experiences which your heart is asking you to move towards, because it wants you to ascend to your higher version. The entire life journey, entire ascension journey is all about your spiritual growth, your ascension to your higher version. All your desires are just permission slips to move towards your direction of ascended version. That is all that is. That's all your desires are, you see. And the easiest way to move towards your higher version is to follow your resonance. Why? Because what you feel as your resonance, what you feel as your passion, what you feel as your desire, your pull, those strong resonance moments, inspiration moments, when you feel that I want to do this, I want to move in this direction, I really feel a strong pull towards this direction. That is actually a clear guidance from your higher mind, which is telling you, please move in that direction. Please follow that, inspiration, because that frequency that you're experiencing in your state of being the moment of inspiration, the moment of strong resonance, is a clear match to your core vibrational frequency. You have a core vibrational frequency. What is a core vibrational frequency? It's your soul's unique frequency. You're a unique person, you're a unique soul, you have a unique frequency. The frequency of your inspiration, your passion, your resonance is a clear match to your core vibrational frequency. And that is why whenever you experience a moment of resonance, you start vibing. Have you noticed whenever you experience a strong moment of resonance, you just start vibing like, ooh, I am vibing with this. I just feel drawn towards this. I want to move towards this, right? That is your higher guidance telling you, see, this is something that is aligned with your life purpose timeline, your journey. Follow this, you will quickly come in alignment with your path of least resistance, and things will start magically flowing into your life. You don't have to struggle anymore, because when you follow your resonance, you're going to experience amazing things. Just remember, if you don't believe me, just remember some of the amazing experiences you had in your life in the past, where you felt that you were in the flow, where you felt you were in the zone, where you felt that you did big things in life, or experienced, big shifts in your life, but all of it happened so effortlessly, so magically, that you don't have a clue of how it happened. You will notice time and again, it happened because somewhere you followed your heart, somewhere you followed your passion, you somewhere followed your resonance, you allowed yourself to go in that direction, you trusted your inner guidance, and you noticed the flow. That flow is your path of least resistance. In wizard consciousness, we just stay in the flow, because that flow never goes away. It's like your highway, private highway, never went away. You just, you know, you took your car and landed in a different highway which is not yours. Now you're experiencing all the traffic and strife and, not enjoyable experiences. You see? But it does not mean your private highway went away. No, that flow is constantly there. All you need to know is when you again allow yourself to follow your resonance, you'll get back in alignment with your path of least resistance. And when you land up in your path of least resistance, again you are going to experience the magic. Again you're going to experience the flow. And that is where our higher mind wants us to go. That is where our higher self wants us to go. It wants us to follow our resonance and keep following our resonance back, because that is the easiest way to shift your reality. When you follow your resonance, you will be engaging in things that you're really, really passionate about, you really enjoy doing. And when you do more of those things, your state of being will calibrate to a very high vibrational state. And when that happens, reality being a mirror, it has to shift. It has to shift. But again, you don't do any of that to shift your reality. You do it because you enjoy doing it. You see, because if you get too stuck up on the causality of things, that, you know what, I want to shift my reality, that is why I'm going to experiment with playing with my passion. If you do it that way, then reality won't shift as quickly, because you are still carrying in your state of being the state of being of confusion, the state of being of non-trust. You see, and that's not a harmonious state of being. So what you're going to get reflection back of will be more of experiences that will enhance and, your experience of lack of trust and and fear and uncertainty. And you feel that why that is happening, why am I getting all the experiences which is encouraging fear and uncertainty, because you are carrying with that. You see, so in wizard consciousness, when we arrive at fourth density consciousness, one of the major shift that happens is that we come out of causality. We don't do anything to reap a future reward. No. The wizard consciousness, fourth density consciousness, is all about living in the now. For real, no kidding. Living in the now because you want to enjoy this now moment for the sake of it. Yes, yes. And that is where the big shifts happen. When you follow your resonance because you want to follow your resonance and enjoy what the resonance wants to give to you, not to shift your reality, not to see what other things can come, what you do is you reap the entire juice out of that resonance moment. You calibrate to the high vibrational frequency that the resonance moment came to give to you. And in doing that, you show to reality, look who I am. And reality gives back to you exactly who you are. That high vibrational state of being that you're now radiating comes back to you, feeding back as high vibrational experiences. And when they come, you take it and you make use of it, enjoy that high vibrational experience, and keep moving upwards, keep ascending upwards. It's not complicated. It is really simple. The way you do it is by constantly following your joy, constantly enjoying this now moment, constantly following your resonance. All of it requires just one thing, that is trust. Trust in your inner guidance. Because if you have trust in your inner guidance, if you have trust in your higher self, which is bringing all this guidance to you, all these resonance moments to you, you will be making use of these opportunities. And by making use of these opportunities, I mean you will be allowing yourself to enjoy your life. When you enjoy your life, life becomes more enjoyable. That is how it is. That is how it is. You see? So this is why it's so important that you follow your resonance. Follow your resonance. Even if it does not make sense, why you should go there, how it's going to connect in the grand scheme of things, that is not your purview. That is not what you need to figure out. You see, your higher self has given you something, just go there. This is how trust works. You see, I keep telling you and sharing with you how your higher self is like a GPS. You are in this third density reality, you are like in the driver's seat view. Your higher self is like a GPS. It can see things that you can never see from the driver's seat view because you can only see what is right in front of you. But your GPS sees so much. So when your GPS sends you a direction, you don't question it. Like, how it's going to, how is that the shortest direction to my destination? How? You don't ask it. You trust it. As you trust it, it shows you that it works. It's not blind belief. It's trust. It's a little different. Actually, very different. Trust is just saying, you know what? I'm going to allow myself a little bit of playfulness, a little bit of experimental nature within myself, a little bit of vulnerability to see what you can give to me. It's like a relationship. You see, if you do not trust your higher mind, you don't have a very harmonious relationship with your higher mind. That is what it is. Your higher mind cannot help you if you can't trust it. Look, this is the case for any relationship. Any relationship can only work to the degree of trust, isn't it? Otherwise, it cannot create the transformations that the relationship is about, right? Similarly, when you don't trust your higher mind, no matter how many opportunities your higher mind gives to you in form of inspiration, resonance, you would be like, I don't know. To me, it does not make sense. So I won't go there. And in doing that, you stay stuck in the same loop of life and do not get to shift your reality. But when you say, you know what, I'm going to allow myself a little bit of vulnerability, because vulnerability is trust, and I'm going to see what you can give to me. And you trust your higher guidance, and it shows you that it works, and now you know that it works. Now it's not a belief anymore. It's now proof of knowing. And from that, you allow yourself a little more vulnerability, trust a little more, and move a little more in that direction. And it shifts your reality again, and you trust a little more, and it becomes like a feedback loop. And you go again and again and again and again. It gets quicker and more accelerated, and your life shifts. You see? But all of it requires a little bit of trust in your inner guidance. If that is not there, none of this happens. You keep thinking and overthinking when resonance moment presents itself that, I don't know, I should not go there because I don't know how it's going to help with all the other things that are a priority for me, all the other challenges that I have. No. And you don't get to shift your reality. You operate from the driver's seat level. And yeah, you miss out on all the shortcuts and all the amazingness that your GPS can give you. This is how it works. If you trust your GPS, you know how to trust. You see, you are always trusting something. Why not trust the most amazing GPS that you have right within you? Your inner guidance, your higher self. Why not do that? Because if you do that, your life will shift. Absolutely. Okay? So the easiest way to shift your reality is to follow your resonance. Follow your resonance, even if it does not make sense. Very recently, I uploaded a video where I shared a brilliant tool, the resonance matrix, which helps you maneuver towards your resonance, where I shared how it's so important to make the choices in the now moment where you are resonating with something, but it does not make sense, because when you go there, that is when you experience the biggest shift. I shared that tool which can help you massively if you're struggling with this challenge, following your resonance. Maybe I'll share the link of that video on the top here in the card section. You can watch that video. And I have something really interesting to share with you. That is, if you want to connect with your inner guidance system, because you have an inner GPS, you have an inner guidance system through which your higher self is constantly communicating to you 24/7, every single now moment, even now when we are communicating to each other, because you're listening to me, right? Every single now moment, your higher self is communicating to you. It is constantly guiding you through certain signals so that you can come in alignment with your path of least resistance and maximum harmony, so that you can accelerate in your spiritual awakening journey. You see? And the way it does is through four inner indicators. The way I teach the inner guidance system, because you have this inner guidance system, you are born with it. If you can just pay attention to these inner indicators, comfort, satisfaction, inspiration, and resonance, what will happen is you will not miss the guidance that is constantly coming to you. And that will allow you to follow the direction, the guidance of your higher self, and in turn come in alignment with your life purpose timeline, your path of least resistance and most harmonious evolution. And not only that, you'll be able to maintain alignment with your life purpose timeline. You'll not get too swayed away from it when challenges appear. And what that will do is it will allow amazing acceleration to come in your life. It will allow all the desires that is part of your soul's blueprint to flow into your experience. It will allow all of that. It will be amazing. You see, because that is how it works. When you follow your inner guidance, you are going to experience the magic of life. So if you want to know how the inner GPS works, if you want to know how the inner indicators work, I have a program, I have a 4-week program where I am going to teach you the indicators and how to pay attention to them over the course of 4 weeks. Every week we are going to learn one indicator, starting with the most important indicator, the comfort indicator, and ending with the most amazing indicator, the resonance indicator. I'm going to share with you some of the core concepts of wizard consciousness, such as mirror reality, timeline shifting, the 3 stages of consciousness, the victim, hero, and the wizard, so that you can have the most fundamental understanding of how magic works in 4th density consciousness. You see, this is all wizard consciousness is all about. If you want to know and connect with your inner guidance system and create the amazing shifts that you can get to experience in your life, then if you want to join the program, just send me an inquiry in my mail. My mail ID will be given in the description of the video. Just send me an inquiry. I'll get in touch with you and I'll share with you how to join the program, right? And if you are somebody who is noticing that you have been struggling a lot in reality and you are not able to shift your reality much, and you find yourself forcing yourself to do things because you think that is the only way to go about it, let me tell you something, that is not how it works. You see, because again, like I mentioned, when you force yourself to do something, you create more of struggle experiences in life, because that's how mirror reality works. So if you want to get out of that pattern, then very recently I shared that, how to get out of that place in a video. So You might find that video helpful in your journey. So watch that here. It will probably appear on your screen here. Go watch it and have fun. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.